find one called Selfie Pixel Project. Go ahead and click on it and open it up. There's going to be a presentation, a video, which I'm making right now, and a sample of your project. When you click on the presentation, it'll walk you through step by step how to actually do the project. So the goal is to create a small pixelated version of yourself, which I will then add to the photo of the front of the school, and we'll be able to create a class picture of all the students in class. To begin, you're going to go ahead and you're going to need to grab the Selfie Pixel Art board. This one's a little bit different than the last assignment. So we're going to go to Files, Course Image, Photo P Images, and download the file. You're then going to need to go to Photo P. There's a link inside of here, but I'm going to go ahead and click on my tab. And we're going to open up the Selfie Pixel Artboard. The reason this is different than the last one that you opened was because there's actually 2 layers. I want to be able to take off the white background. So under Downloads, click on the artboard. Zoom in. Hopefully the grid should be there. And then we need to start talking about the colors that we're going to use. So you need to find a skin tone that works for you. So we're going to first turn on our pencil, turn our pixel size down to 1. And when you choose colors, you can double click down here on the color swatches. When you pick a color, you can go up and down on the sidebar, and then you have to click on the color inside of this window. Without clicking on this inside window, you will not be able to select the color. So go ahead and pick your color, whatever color you want to use. There's lots of different varieties and shades. Go ahead and click OK once you find your color. And then we need to start constructing our body. So we're going to start by creating the trunk of our bodies. We're going to do 3 pixels across and 6 pixels down. And it doesn't matter where you start on here, as long as you're not working on the edge. So 3 across, 6 down, and it's going to be a rectangle. Now, this stuff is going to be hidden, but the purpose of doing this is just to start with a skeletal form and then work up to adding clothes. The body is going to be 4 squares tall, and then we're going to leave a pixel in between our legs. Now, if you're a tall person, you may want to make yours a little bit bigger. I wouldn't make it any smaller than this. So if you want to add more length to your legs, that's fine too. But I wouldn't go any shorter than this. Because remember, we still have to put this onto the picture, and we want it to be a decent size. We're going to go ahead with our arms. The arms are going to be to the side unless you choose to be creative and find a way to have you waving or holding your arms up. It's up to you. So this is just a template. You can go ahead and add your own version, but it's going to be 5 pixels down, 1 across for your hand, and then copy onto the other side. Now, you don't, like I said, you do not have to make yourself look the same as mine. You can go ahead and leave some space in between your arms. You can have your arm up high, waving. It's up to you. And then your head and your neck. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create 1 pixel for our neck, and then we're going to go 3 pixels wide. Actually, we're going to go 5 pixels wide and go up. You can make your head bigger or smaller. It's up to you. Just don't make it any smaller than what I have. And please give yourself a neck. Otherwise, you will have no space in between your shoulders and your head. And let's grab our feet too. So Again, you can make your feet bigger if you want to, just don't make it any smaller than mine. And then here comes the outfit. So you can wear a dress, you can wear a pair of pants, you could have a skirt, you could have a hat on. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with a standard shirt and pants for myself with sleeves, and then I get to choose my color. So I'm going to come over here, choose my color. So this would be my shirt. So this is where you can be creative. You could even give yourself a collar. I want to grab this beige again to add to here for my collar. So I'm going to use my eyedropper. It's right underneath my crop tool. I'm going to suck up the tan color, and then I'm going to go back to using my paintbrush. And then I want to start adding my pants. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to another color for my pants. I don't have pants this color, but I can pretend. So now we have our clothes. You also want to think about your shoes. So let's go ahead and add a color for our shoes. And now comes the facial features. We want to add hair, we want to add eyes. The mouth is a little bit tricky because there's such a small space, but you could add a mouth if you wanted to, or maybe just an eye, a pair of eyes and a nose. And then you want to think about your hairstyle. If you have a hat on, you could do the hair first, then put the hat on next. I usually wear my hair down to the side. And I have fairly long hair, so I'm going to go ahead and make it longer. Maybe you have shorter hair. I'm also going to show that my hair is in the back. I'm going to keep it even on both sides. You could put a bow in your hair, any type of accessory. And then now I'm ready for my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead, I have hazel eyes, whatever color eyes you have. You could put earrings on if you wanted to. It's up to you. Okay. The other thing that's nice too is if you want to go in, you can start adding some highlights and shadows. You can start putting some darker colors on top of your hair to kind of show some depth. I want to grab that yellow again, so I'm going to grab my eyedropper over here, grab my yellow, and then I'm going to come in here and try to find a little bit of a darker yellow. I don't like those yellows, so I'm going to go with a more orange or brownish yellow for my highlights. That's too dark, so I'm going to lower my opacity down to 50%. And just come in here and start placing some of those highlights. And then once I'm done with my person, I'm going to go ahead and file, save as a PSD, and I'm going to turn that file in to me and on Canvas, and then I'm going to go ahead and place it into our class photo on top of our school picture.